The month of May is going to have some very impactful and interesting planetary alignments. So here I am going to tell you about the details about May and also make some predictions for all the 12 ascendants. Hello everybody, I'm Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very, very warm namaste. Aham Brahmasmi. Before I start, I'm requesting that you watch the introduction section of my video because it contains some important predictions and guidance that applies to everyone, which I may not repeat in the prediction section. Also, I am a Vedic astrologer and my predictions are based on your rising sign, also called ascendant or lagna in Hindi. And I always have timestamps on my pinned comment for all my videos. Now, for those people that don't know their rising sign based on Vedic astrology, I have added a link in my description box to a website. You can click on that and it takes you to a website, and you would enter your birth details such as date, place, and time of birth, and it creates your birth chart for you. So once you see the birth chart, just scroll below the chart and it will give you the details of your planets, and it mentions your ascendant zodiac. Just remember that your ascendant zodiac could be very different from the sun sign that you think yourself to be. So don't think it is an error when you see a completely different zodiac sign. Don't send me a comment and say, is this wrong or right? It's completely correct. First things first, I always wish my viewers that have birthday in the month of May, this time it's the month of May, a very happy birthday. May all of you have a beautiful day and may all your wishes be granted this year. And above all, I pray that my divine bless you with good health, happiness, and lots of love and prosperity. And a very special birthday wish to Deepa Ratna and Jasmine B. Lots of love and on your birthday, and God bless you. I also want to remind everyone that May 12th is Mother's Day. I believe that we should show our love and appreciation to our mothers every day, but most of us seem to forget to do that. So it's a reminder for us to definitely make our mother feel special on Mother's Day. I have a subscriber who always sends me these rose bouquets on special occasions. She sent me these yellow roses in honor of my mother who left us 20 years ago, and her favorite color was yellow. So these are the flowers. These are real flowers that are preserved in organic oils and scents, so they last for over a year. They actually come in this beautiful velvet box and they look exactly like this even after a year. The name of the company is Rose Forever, and you can also order flowers for Mother's Day from them. Now, it's better than fresh flowers because those die in about a week, but your mother will be able to enjoy these for at least a year. Now, the bouquets come in all sizes, colors, and shapes. And so this company is offering my viewers $40 off as well as free shipping. I've added a link in my description box along with the discount coupons. So definitely consider ordering the rose bouquets in your mother's favorite color for Mother's Day. I'm going to just kind of put these up close so you can take a look at how beautiful these roses are. They're gorgeous and they smell gorgeous. And these are vegan and they stay in this beautiful velvet box. Like I said, any color, any shape, size of the bouquet, you can do whatever you want, and make sure you know your mother's favorite rose color or flower color and you order them in that color. And when you touch them, they feel just like real roses because they are real roses. So make sure you avail of this beautiful offer that this company has offered my viewers, because I am definitely going to be putting those out in front of my mom's picture and in memory of her. So all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to you. And now let's take a look at the planetary positions and transits for May. The most impact transit is going to be on May 1st, which is Jupiter transiting to Taurus. Jupiter has been in Aries for a year and now it transits to Taurus. This transit is considered the most important one of 2024 because it can be life-changing for most of us. I've already made a video with detailed predictions on this Jupiter transit. I'll put a link for it in my description box in case you missed it or want to watch it again, and you can click the link and watch that video again. The next transit will be on May 10th when Mercury transits to Aries. Mercury has a second transit on May 30th when it moves from Aries. It moves to Taurus. So 2 transits for Mercury. On May 14th, the Sun transits from Aries to Taurus. So while the Sun is in Aries for the first half of the month, it's going to be exalted, which is a positive placement for us. The Sun represents our soul. So it means that we could do or start things that our soul desires, or do something that gives us happiness at the soul level. Now, this is considered very positive time to also start new things. It could be starting a new job, a new venture, something in your career, or even a new hobby or a pastime that gives you happiness at the soul level. So take advantage of this in the first half of the month. Then on May 18th, Venus transits to Taurus. Now, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it's going to, in its own house, going to its own house, and it will be with Jupiter and Sun there. But Venus is going to be in combust from April 19th to June 30th. So we may not be able to get the entire impact of Venus being in its own house of Taurus in the month of May because it's going to be combust. So no full benefit from Venus. Now, but the most important planetary situation will be the Mars and Rahu conjunction. So Mars has already transited to Pisces on April 23rd, and Rahu is already in Pisces since last November. So from April 23rd to June 1st, Mars and Rahu will be conjunct with each other. Now, in Vedic astrology, when Mars and Rahu are in close proximity or aligned in the same sign, it is known as Angarak dosh. Now, the word Angarak means sparks from a burning fire, and dosh means defect. So this combination is considered a very challenging one. Now, the other planetary alignment that is sort of associated with the Mars-Rahu conjunction is that there will be a triple aspect on the zodiac of Scorpio. So Scorpio already has been aspected by Saturn and Rahu, but on May 1st, it starts to get aspected by Jupiter as well after it transits to Taurus. So basically, Scorpio now has a triple aspect. Scorpio is ruled by Mars as well, and Mars is involved in the Angarak Yoga, which is conjunct with Rahu. So very interesting Mars issue going on. So in the month of May, Mars will be very much activated for us, and that's the high energy we experience in May. Now, let me explain what that means as well as the impact of the Mars-Rahu conjunction. It's a pretty volatile conjunction. Mars is known as the fiery god of war. It represents our energy, vitality, physical body, and blood. And at the negative level, it represents anger, violence, and impulsive behavior. On the other hand, Rahu carries the energy of magnification. It multiplies or magnifies the significance of the planet or the house that it associates with. So when you put those two together, you get this fiery energy that is magnified many times over and gets out of control very quickly. And that's why this is a dangerous conjunction, because Rahu is going to fan the flames of fiery Mars and create a very volatile situation within ourselves as well as the world. So this fiery energy of Mars combined with the deceptive nature of Rahu also can lead to extreme impulsiveness, aggression, and a tendency towards conflict, which is for us and the world. Individuals can find themselves prone to sudden outbursts of anger, rash decision making, and confrontation with authority figures. And the intense energy of Mars and Rahu can lead to also instability in relationships and also some disruption in our family lives. It could create friction and tension in our personal relationships. So we may also have misunderstandings and arguments due to our anger and aggressive behavior. And this could even lead to separation in some instances when the relationship is weak. It's bad combination. In terms of health, the Mars-Rahu conjunction can manifest in physical ailments, relate to inflammation, accidents, and injuries. And individuals may also experience issues with blood, muscles, and the nervous system. So specifically, some people may also experience pain or injury in their feet, and also a burning sensation in their feet if you're prone to that kind of stuff. Now, my guidance is that we have patience, positive communication skills, and emotional intelligence to maintain harmony, in our relationships. We become aware that this is going to happen in our lives. Also, we should pay careful attention to our diet, exercise, and the stress management. Also, maintain extreme caution while driving and stay away from adventurous or physically risky activities. What are some of the general world predictions that can be made due to this Angarak Yoga or this Mars-Rahu combination? Because it's going to impact the world pretty badly, negatively. So this conjunction is occurring in Pisces, and Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter and Pisces both denote spirituality and religion. So there could be a lot of conflict between the different religious factions in several countries. There could even be violent protests within countries due to religious differences. And this could be a time of extreme political unrest, and there could be public outrage and demonstrations against the ruling parties in some countries because people are filled with anger right now. And moreover, there are 2 wars going on in the world at this time. And after April 23rd, the intensity or volatility of these could escalate beyond control. And in the future, these wars could potentially take on a religious undertone as well due to the Jupiter involvement. And also the current Red Sea crisis may escalate and create additional challenges for sea transportation and impact world trade quite negatively. There's also the possibility of natural calamities and disasters. Since Pisces is a water sign, these would be water related and could be storms, hurricanes, floods, and even earthquakes. I've made predictions in my eclipse videos about these natural calamities such as floods and earthquakes, and then we already saw the impact of that with the earthquake in New Jersey and the storm situation in Dubai. Both of these areas are not susceptible to these kind of calamities, but they experience them, and these are the predictions I had made in my eclipse videos. So the predictions I made in the eclipse videos coincide with the predictions that I'm making for the Mars-Rahu conjunction. So, these are all happening at the same time. So they're almost all speaking of the same predictions and the same things happening in the world. I just want to mention that I might be providing information that might be a little scary for some people, but I definitely don't mean to scare anyone. But this is just a caution for all of us. I want to provide you some caution and guidance to control our own anger and aggression. Once we are aware of what kind of energy could be present around us, we can be prepared to manage it so much better. So, we know that we could have some anger issues, rage issues. So once we know that we could be prone to it, others could be prone to it, then we're able to manage things a little better. We can control things before they get out of hand in our personal lives. So really, definitely nothing to be scared about. Just make sure that, you stay calm and you stay within control, and you don't have rage issues or anger issues, and things could get bad. Now, if I didn't tell you this, there could be possibility that the people have anger issues, and then it gets out of control. So that's the only reason I'm telling you. Nothing terrible is going to happen. Once you just stay calm, it's a month, it'll pass by. Nothing terrible can happen as long as you know that you need to control yourself. I'm moving on to predictions, but don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And for all those people that have subscribed, thank you so much for your support and your subscribing. Also, don't forget to share this video with friends and family. And if you like it, give me a like. Prediction for Aries. Aries, your ascendant ruler Mars is conjunct with Rahu to form this Angarak Yoga in your 12th house. Also, the triple aspect of the 3 planets is on Scorpio, which is also ruled by your ascendant ruler Mars, and it is on your 8th house. Now, the 12th house denotes expenses and losses, but it also denotes spirituality. And the 8th house is one of transformation, and sometimes it can denote obstacles and delays. Aries, the focus this month is going to be on your health. There could be some health concerns, so you need to remain very watchful of your health in general and your health habits. Definitely don't try anything adventurous or physically risky this month. Drive safely. For some Aries that are prone to it, there could be some skin issues, eye troubles, as well as rashes and allergies. This is a year that could be transformative in terms of health and body. Make sure you have a healthy diet and good health habits as well. Some Aries could have also some trouble with sleeping or sleep issues during this time. Rahu in the 12th house frequently does that. As far as your career is concerned, overall it's a favorable month, but the guidance is to not react badly with your seniors due to ego issues. Also, there can be some opponents or colleagues that talk behind your back. Now, the best way to handle them is to simply ignore and avoid them. Do not engage with them or start any conflicts or discussions with them, because then the matter could end up against you. As long as you focus on your efforts and hard work, there can be very good progress. New opportunities could even come up this month. This is especially good time for those people that are engaged in any business with overseas companies or foreign businesses or companies. Financially, there are ups and downs, but on the one hand, there could be very good financial gains. But the Angarak dosh in the 12th house could bring sudden high expenses. Expenses have been high overall for Aries in general, but this month they could be a little more. Avoid any sort of unplanned expenses. Control the tendency to overspend. For business owners, there is a good chance to earn well this month, but expenses will continue to run high, so be very watchful of your spending habits. As far as relationships are concerned, it's time to exercise great caution in your speech with family members. Things you say could, end up with heated discussions or end up in fights and arguments. If you already have an ongoing family issue, then it's best to leave it alone in May and don't try to resolve it any further. Leave it for a future month to resolve, because whatever you say this month or try to even resolve this month could probably not end up as you thought it could end up. Chances of travel abroad are possible for those who wish to do that, but be aware when you're traveling abroad of any travel fraud, scams while you're traveling. Also, keep your valuables very safe with you while you're traveling. Prediction for Taurus. Taurus, the Angarak Yoga or the Rahu Mars conjunction is going to happen in your 11th house. The triple aspect on Scorpio will be on your 7th house. Now, the 11th house is of material wishes and desires. It also represents your professional and social circle, as well as your older siblings. Your own ascendant ruler, Venus, will be combust this month. And even though it will transit in your own rising sign or first house, it will not have a lot of power to give its full benefic impact to you. As far as your career is concerned, you need to continue with the hard work and efforts in your career to see the outcome or to enjoy the outcome of it. This month, especially because the Mars-Rahu conjunction occurs in the 11th house of financial gains, it will have a major impact on your financial situation as well as the gains you expect in your career. You may see opportunities or feel that you are doing really well. You could also sense that your seniors are very favorable towards you. And all this combined could give Taurus a sense of overconfidence, and there's a chance that they start taking it easy and feel everything is going really well and per plan. But all of a sudden, things could change and take on a very realistic tone and bring your confidence down. Remember, Rahu is the master illusionist, so you may realize that it wasn't as good as you thought it was, or things aren't as promising as you originally thought them to be. So don't make any hasty decisions or sudden investments. Any financial opportunities or offers that seem too good to be true could actually turn out not as good or as real as you thought it to be. So have faith in your own efforts and work hard this month. That's the only thing that will get you very good results. The second half of the month is better for making investments, but you obviously need to think very carefully. Now, as far as relationships are concerned, many Taurus could actually get married due to the impact on the 7th house. This month, the married ones or married Taurus enjoys a very good relationship with their spouse. There's an excellent chance of meeting new people and expanding your social circle or making new friends. Although my guidance to you is to be very careful about who the new friends or contacts are. They could be people that are approaching you for some of their own selfish reason, and they may not be really true friends. I'm talking about new people that you meet, not your old friends. As far as love relationships is concerned, be very cautious about them because there is a tendency to start arguments and fights, or something you say could actually start unnecessary argument or discussion. So watch your words very carefully. And the same thing could be said about children. If you have children, just be very careful about what you say to them or how you say it to them, because that could turn into an argument or a discussion as well. As far as health is concerned, it is better in the second half of the month. Watch your diet and eating habits because the chance of digestive issues coming up is high. Also, Taurus that have diabetes issues need to be a little careful this month, especially during the first half of the month. Prediction for Gemini. Gemini, the Mars-Rahu conjunction is going to be in your 10th house of career as well as status. Now, for those that don't work outside and are staying at home, it could be your general position in society as well as the daily work that you do. It also represents your mother-in-law. Now, the triple aspect on Scorpio is on your 6th house that represents your health, your daily schedule, and your co-workers. It also represents loans and debts, competition, and enemies. Your ascendant ruler Mercury will be out of retrograde finally, so this is the good news that you have for May. Gemini, this is a mixed month that brings you some challenges in health and finance due to several planets being in your 12th house and career. So the 12th house represents extreme expenses, losses, as well as spirituality. That's the good aspect of the 12th house. The Rahu Mercury conjunction is occurring in your career house, so it brings about some challenges or changes in your career. Some Geminis may make sudden changes in their jobs, and others could be faced with some difficulties. The difficulties could be related to co-workers. People may be two-faced in the workplace, the other co-workers, and they could possibly be good to you on your face, but they could be harmful behind your back. In fact, they could even be speaking negatively about you behind your back to your seniors. Now, whether they are or not, the best thing to do is ignore them and focus on your own work. Do not retaliate or start conflicts. You may end up worse than before. Just let the month pass by quietly. So I'm often asked the question by people that they're home, they don't have a career. Then this applies to whatever you do in your daily life, your daily work. At home, it could be somebody that's not getting along with you, and they may start talking behind your back or start having problems with you at home. It could be anybody that is in your home. It could be friends, it could be neighbors, it could be other people that are in your daily life. So again, the same advice, just work quietly, don't retaliate, let the month pass by. As far as finance is concerned, it's a favorable month. You will be rewarded for your hard work. There could also be financial gains through multiple means. After mid-month, there could be some necessary expenses that you need to spend on family or children. But overall, financially, this is a good month. There can be gains from real estate as well, such as sale of real estate or rent of real estate. Like you could have gains from like rental property if you have that. Now, you may be tempted to get loans for either real estate purchases or for like a purchase of a car or something like that, like a big purchase. It could also be related to travel, or you may spend on family like children or education. So make sure that you watch how much loan you're getting. Don't let it get out of control. As far as health is concerned, there could be some chest infections or some burning sensation in the stomach for you guys. Or if there's any weather-related infections, you might get the impact of that as well. So take very good care of yourself. But there's really nothing to worry about too much. It's the small, annoying kind of health issues I'm talking about. It's nothing big. Also, make sure you take care of your mother's health and you maintain a very positive relationship with her. Don't get into arguments with her. But here comes some good news, and this is regarding love relationships. That's going to be very positive, as well as your relationship with children is also going to be very favorable this month. Overall, Gemini, this is a mixed month for you. Nothing to worry about too much. Prediction for Cancer. Cancer, the Mars-Rahu conjunction is occurring in your 9th house of Dharma, religion, spirituality, and good luck. It also represents higher education, long-distance travel, as well as your coaches, gurus, and your father. The triple aspect on Scorpio will be in your 5th house of children, love life, education, and your ability to come up with new ideas and your creativity. Now, as far as career is concerned, this is a very favorable time in terms of that, especially the first half of the month. Your seniors are noticing you and your efforts because the sun in your 10th house of career gives you great visibility. This is a time to keep up the hard work and effort, and don't let your ego get in the way in your workplace because it could be damaging for you. Agreeing with your seniors is going to be beneficial for you in the long run, even if they are wrong and even if you disagree with them. This might even continue for the next couple of months, so bite your tongue, don't say anything to them, and just agree with them. Ultimately, you will be benefited from this strategy handsomely, very well. Those Cancers looking for a job, it's a promising time for you as well. And in fact, the next month could also be very favorable. So Cancer, keep up your hard work, no ego battles and fights in the workplace, and your good time starts now. No doubt that there will be work pressure, but you will be able to meet any challenges. So for business owners also, this is very good financially and a favorable time. It's a good time for growth as well as expansion. Speaking of finance, Cancer has had high expenses for some time now due to Saturn being in the 8th house, but this month there could also be good financial gains as well. Some Cancers can also see an increase in income, as well as some new opportunities may come across their way. The good news is that Cancer may be able to control their unwanted expenses this month better than before. It's also a good time for making long-term investments during this month. Talking about your health, this is going to have its ups and downs this month. Saturn in the 8th house is prompting you to take care of your health. Most Cancers have been sacrificing their health over career and family responsibilities, and this is going to be damaging in the long run. Small symptoms should not be ignored, and my guidance to Cancer is to get a good health checkup. As far as your relationships are concerned, this month they should be smooth and enjoyable. Some of you may even do travel for fun purposes. But my bigger guidance is to watch your communication with family members, and I mean all kinds of family members, including in-laws, people that live with you, and even extended family members. Because there is a chance of fights and arguments due to your impatience and mental stress. Because of the overwork that Cancer has been doing, they have some mental stress and they may be a little tired. And because of that, there can be some communication issues that they have. If you can avoid that, you can enjoy a very fun month. It is in your control. So this month, it's time to enjoy your family and all your relationships, not to find fault and criticize other people. So Cancer, this is entirely in your control. Enjoy your month fully. This is a very positive month for you in a lot of different ways. It's on you if you want to enjoy it or you want to destroy it because you get angry with people. I'm sure you won't. So have a fun month, Cancer. Prediction for Leo. Leo, the Rahu Mars conjunction will be in your 8th house, and the 8th house denotes transformation, but could also denote mental stress, delays, and obstacles. The triple aspect on Scorpio for you is on the 4th house, and the 4th house represents your domestic environment, mental peace, also some real estate matters. As far as your career is concerned, it's a favorable month, especially the first half of the month. You enjoy good visibility from your seniors and everything that you do is noticed. So make sure you are on your best performance and don't do anything that could be damaging to you in any possible way, because that will be noticed as well by everybody in the workplace. You will come up with good ideas in the workplace, and I strongly encourage you to do that because that's going to be noticed as well. I made a video on the Jupiter transit a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned that Leos may have job changes over the next several months. So that time starts now in May, on the 1st of May. The chance of Leos changing their jobs or impacting their jobs is very high for the next 1 year. In fact, if you have been looking for a job, this is a very favorable time to get one. So like I said, the possibility of job changes starts in May for Leos. My guidance to you is to not get into any conflict or discussions with coworkers or seniors in the workplace. It could have unwanted results. Also, I would like to mention that due to Rahu Mars conjunction in the 8th house, there could be sudden changes in your life. And these could relate to either job, it could also relate to your household, meaning relocation, changing homes, or making changes in your homes. Or if you're a student, it could be education related changes, and some Leos may even have sudden travel that occurs. As far as finance is concerned, there's going to be some instability in finance this month. You may have some sudden unplanned expenses that come up, and they could be related to health matters or, like I said, sudden travel. It's not a good month for investments, although your past investments could give you good results this month. Health, like I said, is going to be a focus this month, which could be the possibility of digestive issues, stomach ailments, and lower bowel problems. Also, drive safely and don't take on physically risky or adventurous activities this month. Definitely watch your diet and what you're eating this month, because that's what's going to cause the stomach issues this month. Lastly, those Leos that had health issues in the chest area at a prior time may experience a recurrence of that now, but nothing to worry about. As far as relationships are concerned, they could be tested this month as well. You may have the tendency to argue over small things, and it could be with practically everybody, especially with your children if they're adults. But if you have younger children, then you may lose your temper with them. No, this is not the correct approach in the long run, because in the end you will realize that you were not right and your behavior was wrong, and then you might be the one that has to end up apologizing to everybody. So my best guidance to you is control your communication as much as possible. Don't be aggressive. Don't have the tendency to nitpick and start fights or arguments. This is very important this month. So eating and your communication are two things that are going to be very much important this month. As long as you can watch those, this could be an okay month for you. If you're not able to watch your communication, or if you eat unhealthy food, then there can be some challenges this month. Month may be full of ups and downs in health as well as relationships. But I think those two things are very easy to control, and I'm sure you will be able to. Prediction for Virgo. Virgo, the Rahu-Mars conjunction is occurring in the 7th house. The 7th house represents partnerships of all kinds, marriage, spouse, and business partnerships. It also represents your business if you own a business, as well as your dealings with the public. Triple aspect of Scorpio is going to be on your 3rd house, that denotes travel, siblings, courage, and initiatives, and above all, your communication. Your ascendant ruler is not going to be retrograde anymore, but it does transit your 8th house of challenges. So this month is a moderate month, up and down for you. As far as career is concerned, it's an average month. You may have to work extra hard to see success, and there could be some challenges with coworkers who will try to find faults in your work. So be aware of who is saying what about you, but don't really react, because by the end of the month, on May 30th, things improve and there can be favorable outcomes in your career. However, the entire month of May is about making extra effort and playing it safe with others in the workplace. Business owners also must play it safe with their business partners as regards to their communication, or they could have some problems that develop with them. This month, there can be lots of travel for Virgo, and that could also be very beneficial for you. This is the month when you don't trust anybody very easily, so don't share any information about yourself or anything, and keep things to yourself. As far as finance is concerned, it's an expensive month, especially the first half of the month when there are sudden and unplanned expenses. Do not make any investments during the first half of the month. After mid-month, if you keep your expenses under control. There can be some improvement, but you should still exercise caution in investment activities. Some Virgos have issues with their electronic devices, either breaking or malfunctioning, so they may even have to purchase a new device. Also be watchful of electronic devices while traveling because they could either break or get damaged or even lost. For this applies to some Virgos. As far as health is concerned, you need to take care of your overall health this month. Your ascendant ruler, Mercury, is in the 8th house, so you may feel exhausted and low on energy. Be very watchful of your diet. You could have digestive issues if you're eating foods that don't agree with you. Some Virgos could even have pain in their lower legs. As far as relationships is concerned, the Mars-Rahu conjunction is in the 7th house, and it could give you anger issues as well as aggressive communication with others. This is a month where you manage your speech and words very carefully, otherwise relationships could get damaged with family members and especially your spouse. If you keep your temper in check, you will be able to make very good family and financial decisions and enjoy very good harmony within the household. This month, some Virgos do a lot of traveling, while others could be thinking about relocation this month. As far as relocation for Virgo is concerned, there's a chance for them to relocate starting this month and until the period of the next 1 year due to the Jupiter transit. And lastly, make sure you have a very good relationship with your siblings as well as your neighbors and don't get into arguments with them. Prediction for Libra. Libra, the Rahu-Mars conjunction is occurring in your 6th house of health, loans, daily schedule, your co-workers and enemies, and competition. The triple aspect on Scorpio will be on your 2nd house of finance, family, speech, and the food that you eat. As far as career, that remains status quo for most Libra. But for those Libra that are thinking about making changes, then they can try for those with very good results this month. If you're looking for a new job, then this is a favorable time to find a new job as well. The important guidance I have for Libra is that there could be some disturbance from your co-workers or competition this month. They may try to damage your reputation behind your back. So stay vigilant and aware, but do not act against them or confront them directly because the situation could get out of control in no time. Also, after mid-month, the sun goes into the 8th house, so you may see some lack of support from your seniors as well. So it's best to continue with your self-effort and keep to yourself until next month. Also, do not share any information or sensitive information or even gossip in the workplace with anyone because they may break your trust and tell other people. Now, also in general, I'm talking avoid any confrontation with any sort, not just in the workplace. There could be people that provoke you, but it's up to you to not get provoked or take action. This month is a very volatile one for Libra, and even small matters could get out of control very quickly. As far as finance is concerned, this month is very favorable, not only in their stability in their financial condition, but then there's also the possibility of increase in income. However, the expenses may be also increasing, but Libra will do very well trying to control them. Just make sure not to take on any loans or put too much debt on your credit cards this month. This month, that could happen as well, where you're tempted to put a lot of loans or debts on your credit card. Also, do not give loans to anybody else either because there's almost no chance of getting it back in the future. Health is what you should be concerned about this month, especially digestive issues related to the kind of food you eat. Some Libras could experience bowels, specifically lower bowel issues as well, and some Libras could also feel burning sensation in their feet if that's what they're prone to. So make sure you watch your diet very carefully. As far as relationships are concerned, there can be conflict within the marriage due to your spouse's ego or maybe their health issues. It could also be due to your own anger issues this month, so try your best to manage your communication and the words that you say to others. Now, if you can do that, then this month can be quite pleasant and you could enjoy some very good times, and there can be quite good domestic harmony amongst all your family members. Overall, this month is very favorable from a financial level, and also be very happy as long as you can manage the Mars energy of aggression. So basically, just make sure you're eating healthy and also watch your words that you say to others very, very carefully, and it could turn out to be quite a pleasant month for Libra. Prediction for Scorpio. Scorpio, your ascendant ruler Mars is conjunct with Rahu in the 5th house. The 5th house denotes children, love life, education, and creativity. The triple aspect of the 3 planets is on your own ascendant house, so it is your physical body, your thinking, and your behavior. As far as career is concerned, this month may have some ups and downs. On the one hand, the main challenge will be due to your competitors and opponents, as well as co-workers who will either trouble you or even be two-faced with you. They could be very nice to you on your face, but behind your back, they may be trying to sabotage your career. There's a chance that this could upset you quite badly. On the other hand, if you maintain stability and good relationships with your superiors, then the chance of advancing in your career are quite high as well. Don't get involved with anyone in the workplace, either in a good way or a bad way, and stay focused on hard work and your effort. This can be an exceptional time for those individuals involved in foreign trade or with foreign corporations or overseas businesses. Also, it's a very favorable time for government employees. Now, the same caution could also apply to business owners. Some Scorpios may get complacent and feel that their matters are almost done or completed, but there could be interruptions or delays at the last minute due to others' interference. So make sure you follow through and make the effort until the matter has actually completed successfully. This could apply to most of the things in your career if there's any issues that you're waiting to get completed. As far as finance is concerned, this is an okay month, mainly status quo. If you have good gains, then there is also a chance of overspending your money this month. Business owners will do very well as far as growth and financial results are concerned. Now, this month, health is a concern due to the 3 planets aspecting your own ascendant house, meaning your own physical body. So a pregnant woman need to take extra caution this month. Most Scorpios may undergo a bit of physical transformation within the next few months. And this could be related to Scorpio realizing that they need to take better care of themselves. This issue depends quite heavily on your birth chart, so I'm hesitant to make very drastic predictions. But there's more chance of recurrence of a past health issue for some Scorpios. Also, if weight gain is something that bothers you, you need to start being very proactive about it now, because of the Jupiter transit over the next 1 year could make you gain some weight. This month, relationship with children could become a little challenging. So if they are older, then don't get into arguments with them. Or they may not be doing well in their education or have other issues. So be patient with them and don't get into arguments or difficult situations with them. Your family may complain about you not making enough time for them, so there can be some disturbance in the marriage due to this issue. So make sure you find some time to have a happy work-life balance and give time to your family. Prediction for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the Mars-Rahu conjunction is occurring in your 4th house, and that rules your mental peace, domestic environment, real estate matters, and also your mother. The triple aspect on Scorpio is on your 12th house of expenses and loss, but it also represents spirituality and foreign or long-distance travel. Your ascendant ruler Jupiter has just made a new transit into your 6th house, just the start of this month on May 1st. As far as career is concerned, Sagittarius, this month your career could go through some difficulty. There could be some arguments or fights with people in the workplace. There is also the possibility that Sagittarius has not been very interested or concentrating on their job, and now they could be making errors in the work or a place, or simply not putting too much effort in their work. If that's the case, then there could even be more trouble in your work. Try to concentrate on your work and make a sincere effort so that your career becomes a little more stable. If you do not, then there could be sudden changes or some issues that come up in your workplace. As far as finance is concerned, Sagittarius will deal with high expenses this month due to heavy activation of the 12th house of losses and expenses. These could be related to real estate, relocation, as well as expenses due to family members. But specifically, they could be on children and enjoyment activities as well. There could be some stress or tension due to domestic matters in your home environment, or it could even be due to the health of your mother. So make sure to take good care of her and your relationship with her. This month, if you can, avoid doing any real estate deals or transactions. Next month onwards, it should be okay to do that. As far as health is concerned, due to the stress and tension, you may be feeling weak and exhausted, so take good care of yourself from an emotional standpoint more than ever before. Some Sagittarius can have some stomach or chest related issues. Also, take good care of your children's health at this time. As far as relationships are concerned, those who are in love relationships, the first half of the month could be very favorable. If you are single, you could find a special someone as well. So make sure you're out and about if you're single and looking for somebody special. It will also be a very favorable time for all other relationships. Married Sagittarius will enjoy a very pleasant time in their marriage with their spouses. In fact, there could also be some foreign and long distance trips for Sagittarius that they enjoy with their family or their spouses. In fact, Sagittarius could also have a lot of fun activities they do with their children or their spouses and families this month. This month could be a time when Sagittarius spends considerable time having fun with their families. However, my guidance to Sagittarius is to give enough importance and focus and put a lot of effort in their career and work as well. Having fun with the family is good, but I think there should be a good work-life balance for Sagittarius because of Ketu being in the 10th house of career. Some of you may be ignoring your work and career at this time, so it's time to have a good work-life balance. Prediction for Capricorn. Capricorn, the Rahu-Mars conjunction is in your 3rd house of communication, courage, initiatives, as well as siblings and short travels. The triple aspect on Scorpio will be on your 11th house of material desires and wish fulfillment, also social connections and older siblings. Mars also rules your 4th house of home and real estate matters. As far as career is concerned, Capricorn, this month will be very favorable in terms of your career. Your efforts will be very well rewarded. In fact, you will be very energetic and enthusiastic to complete all your work tasks and even take on new initiatives in the workplace. My guidance is to stay away from generally worthless conversations and gossip in the workplace because the Rahu-Mars conjunction could create trouble in the form of people who seem to be your friends but ultimately create trouble for you behind your back. Also, make sure you control your ego at work. For business owners, it's a favorable month, and then there could be a good progress if you make good efforts, although this is not the month to make any kind of business expansion. As far as financials are concerned, your overall financial position could possibly strengthen this month. This is probably due to the new transit of Jupiter, which gives you good decision making regarding earning money via suitable means, as well as making the appropriate efforts in your career. Some Capricorns may spend on the purchase of a vehicle or other luxury items, and that could create a good happiness within the family structure. Accurate investments in the stock market can help you positive returns in the second half of the month. Some Capricorns may even have real estate transactions this month. As far as health is concerned, health remains good and there may not be any issues, except some Capricorns can have throat or back trouble. It could just be a small thing like a sore throat, earaches, or even if it's a small child, then there can be some tonsils issues as well. But it's all some small things and there's nothing to worry about. There's the possibility of travel for Capricorn this month. And if you do travel for fun, then it will be an enjoyable trip. But if you travel for work, then it could be quite beneficial. So travel will be positive. And as far as relationships are concerned, love relationships are exceptionally happy. Some Capricorns can get engaged or even married this month. And single Capricorns, this is your month to find someone special. Also, those Capricorns that want to start a family or add to their family with having a baby, then this month is very favorable for planning for that as well. For married Capricorns, you will be able to keep your mental stress aside and enhance your relationship with your spouse in a very positive manner. You will give each other more importance and enjoy a happier time together. Now, my one guidance is regarding starting new initiatives. Make sure you think through things carefully before you jump into something that looks and sounds great. It could possibly not turn out as it seems, so be very cautious and do your thorough investigation before you jump into something. And secondly, make sure you manage your relationship with your siblings and neighbors very cautiously. Don't get into ego battles or discussions with them. Prediction for Aquarius. Aquarius, the Mercury-Rahu conjunction is occurring in your second house of finance, family, speech, and food. The triple aspect on Scorpio will be on your 10th house of career, status, and social position. As far as career is concerned, there could be some turmoil in your career because Mars is the ruler of your career and it is heavily impacted this month. Some Aquarius could be thinking about job or career changes, and some could even be thinking about complete transformation in their careers. The critical point is going to be in your communication in the workplace as well as your relationship with your coworkers. Aquarius must resist the urge to get into fights, quarrels, and arguments with coworkers and especially superiors, or it could have damaging effects. On the other hand, if you work hard and make lots of effort and are on your best behavior, lots of Aquarius can do really well in their career as well in this month. Overall, Aquarius can go through major changes in their job, and this could have either a very positive or a negative impact on their financial situation. This is a very potent time for Aquarius to rise in their fields as long as they remain focused, hardworking, and maintain positive relationships in the workplace. Financially, this month can give quite favorable results. You can be rewarded for your past efforts this month. Business owners especially can get good operating profits as well. Aquarius may make some decisions regarding their finance and career that could be quite surprising to others. My caution to Aquarius is to remain very vigilant to people that approach you or ask you for financial loans or help. There is a possibility that they could be scamming you and don't really need legitimate help. So be extremely cautious of who to give money to. Also be vigilant about any investments you make now. They could also turn out to be not as good as they are projected to be. Health is somewhat stable, but there could be a few annoying issues such as eye troubles, toothaches, dental issues, and also scalp and hair issues. Make sure to get medical help for these, as they can possibly get worse if not treated well. Relationships, on the other, can also be tricky. If you are in a love relationship, you may wonder if you have made the right choice, but later in the month, it has a chance of improving again. These relationships are going to be up and down for the single Aquarius as well as the married Aquarius, because the married Aquarius can get into ego battles with their spouse in the first half of the month. But in the second half of the month, there can be better understanding in the marriage. My only key guidance for Aquarius this month is their communication. They need to control their anger and ego and watch their words and behavior with basically everyone. They may have a tendency to speak impulsively, and they will regret that next month. My other guidance, or caution should I say, for Aquarius is regarding their career. Their career will go through a major overhaul or transformation, I should say, based on the Jupiter transit for a year. It is up to Aquarius to manage and handle this transformation intelligently and via making wise decisions and correct choices. Prediction for Pisces. Pisces, the Mars-Rahu conjunction is in your own ascendant house, so it signifies your physical body, behavior, and how you think. The triple aspect on Scorpio is occurring in your 9th house of religion, spirituality, travel, as well as gurus, teachers, coaches, and your father. Your ascendant ruler Jupiter has just made a new transit to your 3rd house. As far as career is concerned, this is a positive month. You could probably get the rewards of your past efforts now, and you may also enjoy the cooperation of colleagues and the support of your seniors. As far as business owners are concerned, they can possibly experience some ups and downs, such as delays in getting work done or troubles from outside sources. Although towards the end of the month, these difficulties could seem to improve and things start getting better. Financially, this month could be almost status quo. On the one hand, there is the possibility of good financial gains, but there also may be the tendency to overspend. But this month, you could do a very good job in controlling your expenses. Individuals looking to gain any financial benefit from the government, this month is very favorable for that. Also, those individuals that are working with overseas or foreign companies or countries, this can be very profitable as well. As far as health is concerned, that is the major concern this month. It could be a difficult month in terms of health because the Mars-Rahu conjunction is occurring in the first house that represents the physical body. So it is not the time to take your health for granted. If Pisces has had the tendency to neglect their physical body or not have the best dietary habits, this month they could feel the impact of that. They may feel a loss of energy and some health issues such as headaches, mental stress, body aches, and even a fever-like situation. Also, don't try any risky or adventurous activities and make sure to drive safely. This is the time to start following a very healthy physical routine and watch your eating habits as well. If you experience any health issues, it's best to get medical help immediately and not let it be untreated for a long time. As far as relationships are concerned, they could be very enjoyable as long as your communication and behavior stays positive. There may be a tendency to be aggressive and argumentative that will need to be controlled, and this will be in general with all relationships. There is a possibility that someone else's interference could raise the tension level in the family. You will have very good support from your siblings. So if you feel stressed or have mental tension, you can probably rely on them for understanding and support. Some Pisces may be tempted to make real estate purchases, but my guidance is to exercise caution and make sure you're making a wise choice and decision. Otherwise, this could create issues for you in the future. And last but certainly not the least, and I think most important, is my guidance to you is to make sure you share a very positive relationship with your father, gurus, coaches, mentors, and teachers, and get their love, support, and blessings. Because this is the zodiac of Scorpio that has the triple aspect of 3 planets, and so this will activate the luck factor in your life. Make sure you don't ruin any relationships with any of these people in your life, because for you it's the 9th house of luck. So make sure you get their blessing. With this, I come to the end of my video. I hope you've liked it. I wish you all good luck for the month of May. I will see you in one of my future videos. Goodbye for now.